Okay, so welcome to another part of our series of videos on CRM, Naylor's Customer Relationship Management Tool. And in this part of it, we are going to be discovering how to sort our leads, what to do with them once we've called them, and really making sure that we're setting ourselves up for future success as far as having order and strategy in our call plan and our sorting plan. So here we have CRM opened up in front of us, and I'll go to this project here. Oh, let me take that back. I'll go to this project here. You'll find that you have leads here, and one of the first things I'll show you is how we can sort leads in a logical way to call. So one way that we can sort, you'll see that this right here, the second drop down, has multiple things that are listed here. These are ways that we can sort the leads. So we can sort them by address, area code, city, category, client name. And so some of these are all helpful depending on what it is that you're trying to get accomplished. One example might be that you are calling people in a specific area, so you can sort them by area code or city, and so that way you can make sure that you're contacting all of your leads in that area at the same time. So apparently we have 1 and 208. Well, this is a poor example, but once we get down to the 701s, we have several here, and it's likely that all of these would be familiar with each other because they're all from the same area code, 701. This could come in handy if we have geographic territory and we have a couple of areas that we're calling on. You can also, by default, it's going to be ordered by client name, which is just alphabetical. That's not super helpful. One of the best ways to organize them could be according to rank. So you can order by rank, and right here we have it's ordered by whatever this means, right? M-NA, M-NA. Well, what does that mean? If you need to know, you can always come up to the legend and click on that, and we find that M is a member and NA is a Naylor advertiser. So this is a pretty strong group of people to call. They're a member and they've advertised with Naylor before. I'm liking that. And as you go down, now we just have members, and in this case we only have members. Non-members would show up, of course, further down the food chain than the rest of those would. So that's one good way to order them and really have a good strong calling effort. We can also order them by, let's see, rank. Reminder date is a good one because we can order them according to the time that we wish to call them back, and it starts with the earliest date on top and the latest date on the bottom. If you don't have a reminder date, it would have them ordered that way as well. You can also order them according to the contact date. So the ones that you spoke to the earliest would be on top. The ones that you had spoken to the latest would be near the bottom. And that's how that one works. Now let's talk about how to organize these. That's how you would call them in certain ways that we can structure them in our calling order. But what happens once you call them? Of course, we discussed last time how to put notes in. So here's one that we wrote notes for, and we can set, of course, a reminder date. And I would say if we definitely want to follow up with him, we need to make sure that we do set that reminder date, and we'll set the reminder date for Monday the 14th. And if you want to put them a shelf higher, you click on that follow up later tab. Again, usually this is designated for companies that you absolutely know that you want to track down again and you want to follow up with. Because as you can see, these are all good leads as well, and they are sorted according to their contact date and reminder dates as well. If you don't click follow up, it would stay here amongst the other leads that we have here. If you do want to follow up and put them in a higher ranking, we put them in the follow up later tab. So here we go. They disappear from this tab. Where are they? They're in the follow up tab. And so these are the ones that I've identified as hot leads that I want to make sure that I continue to chase down until I get an answer either way. Another designation that we can give to leads in either of these tabs, can be in the follow-up tab or clients tab, is we can click on it and we can pull up the lead and we can actually play with the rank here a little bit. We can designate them as high, which means it would be sortable that way, or even low, and we could, even though we don't think they're low, maybe that's just another code to ourself, such as it could be, you could give this as a designation for all the leads that you pulled out of a certain magazine or off of a certain website. So that could be your code for that, or you could just use it for low. So again, this is really personal and depends on how you wish to use it. So I'm going to rank this high, and AGE Corporation, that's order by rank. And again, it still places members and Naylor advertisers above them. But once we get down here, well, I guess it's still not as good as a member, but we're down here. It's ranked high. Not too bad. So let's go to that second shelf, though. We're on the second shelf here, and we have follow-up. And let's say that we did something. Let me pull up a contact here. So within this, you can also, of course, you want to make note of things that you've done, such as making a presentation, or if you felt like you completed the sale, that would be good as well. So I'm going to, if you mark it as made presentation, it's actually really good because, again, you can order them by rank. You can order them according to status made presentation. And so everyone that we made a presentation to would show up together. So we have 1, 2, 3 that we definitely want to call, and I would consider those a higher rank than the ones that we just left voicemails or emails. And then, of course, we even have that other designation we spoke about, which is sale completed. Here's the nice thing about the sale completed. You could use this even as a place to keep those that have given you a verbal yes. And so you can notice that some of these contacts, like Ide Bailey, are in the sales completed tab as well as in the follow-up tab. If you put them in sales completed, no matter where they're at, it will keep them in this tab as well as in the tab where they were at. So they will be in a couple of different places. Also, if you've done an order for a client, all of the orders will be seen in the orders tab. So all of your orders are there. And again, those same customers can be seen in your follow-up tab or in your clients tab as well. But this is just kind of a quick way to access orders. Now let's go into the feature of as far as pulling up our reminder list. So if I were to go to my reminder list, right now it's not going to have anyone. But if I wanted to pull up 415, because that's when I said I would, let's do 414 to 415. I think that's when we said we'd follow up with a couple of them. And there they are, the ones that I said let's follow up with. We put them in our, the only thing I had to do to get them here was to click on the little follow-up tab and to bring that to your memory. That's this little thing right here. If you click on this, it will make sure that they end up in your reminder list report. Okay, there's more to come on that one in another tutorial. So that's another way to sort them and make sure that you're following up with those people. Now in your reminder list report, let me go back a ways and we'll see if we can get a good amount here. Okay, so you'll notice that I played around with a date range here, but usually it's good to just use today's date. With this, those are listed several different ways, and the way that it's good to be able to sort these is by status and name. So that here within your reminder list you can find the ones that you made a presentation to, and you absolutely want to give those priority when you call back. Or if you say had a sales completed or spoke with someone briefly, you absolutely want to make sure that those have priority in the callback. So that's a little bit of a trip through how to arrange your clients, how to sort and how to call, as well as how to put them on your reminder list and how to call back later. Oh, I will mention one more thing. If you wish to call them from here, all you have to do is double click on that lead and it will bring you to that lead, and you of course can go directly to that contact with a dial button. Here is the reminder box. It just popped up here, and this actually shows us it reminds us, it tells us who we said we wanted to call. So there's that reminder box. Hopefully this helped you guys out, and again, you can refer to the sheet or ask the help of anyone else if you need some help on this. Thanks for watching.